and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today, we've got an Age of Sigmar battle report for you. I'm going to be playing with the Disciples of Tzeentch Pyrofane cult versus the Kruleboyz in the Grinnin Blades sub-faction. It's going to be a 1500 point game. We're going to be playing the scenario marking territory, which is where you've got 4 objectives across the board, and you get to remove one of them in turn 3, but if you control all the objectives on the table on turn 3, you automatically win the game from that turn. So, without further ado, let's get cracking on. Let's go check out those armies and see what we're playing with. And so, here we have 1500 points of Disciples of Tzeentch. For starters, we've got a battle regiment and a command entourage in our army, making us 4 drops, and we've got an extra artifact. We're playing in the Pyrofane cult sub-faction. Our battle line options, we've got 2 units of Kharak Acolytes, and then we've got 20 Chaos Warriors and 20 Gors there, both with coalition allies. For the rest of our army, our heroes, we've got our Gaunt Summoner. He's going to be our general. He's going to have the command trait, Shroud and Unnatural Flame, and the Chainfire Amulet, both of which are the ones we have to take due to being the Pyrofane cult. And then he's also going to have the spell Treason of Tzeentch. Then we've got an Ogroid Thaumaturge. She's going to have our second artifact, which is going to be the weapon Secret Eater. And we've got the spell Infusion Arcanum on him. We've then got 2 Magisters. The one on the left will have Shield of Fate, and the one on the right will have Glimpse of the Future. 1500 points of Disciples of Tzeentch right there. And here we have 1500 points of Kruleboyz. So we're playing in the Grinnin Blades sub-faction. It's going to be really useful to stop all the magic hitting us turn 1. And then we've got a Gnashtooth general over here. He's going to have the super sneaky command trait where he can redeploy one of our units. He's got the Amulet of Destiny for an artifact and the Smelly One command trait. We've then got a Merc Knob who's going to have the Spiker Seeds, which is our second artifact thanks to our command entourage. Everything else is wrapped up in a battle regiment. Then we've got our Shaman. He's going to have Choking Mist. And for the rest of the army, we've got another one of the Gnashtooth bosses, 2 units of 10 Gut Rippers, 6 Bolt Boys, and 2 units of 20 Hobgrot Slitters. Grand strategies for the army, we've got Prize Sorcery for the Disciples of Tzeentch, and then for the Kruleboyz, we're going to have the Dominion, so controlling more terrain features than our opponents. Before the game begins, we'd like to give a shout out to, first of all, Mithras Games, who provides us with our battle mats for our battle reports. You can find a link in the description of the video to their website. And also give a shout out to Terrainheim, who provided us with this fantastic battle tracker. It has everything for victory points, command points, faction points for your summoning and all that. It's got all your battle tactics here, things like finest hour and heroic leadership markings. What's great is this is all magnetic, so it all can get compacted nicely together as well. And then you flip this one over, put it back, and it folds up and keeps all nice and safe so nothing falls out. And so, fate dust for the Tzeentch army before the game begins as well. We've got a 6, some 2s, a lot of 2s, 4 2s in fact, 3 4s and a 1. Not too bad, but not great. And so, start of the turn, battle tactic for the Tzeentch army have gone for Ferocious Advance. 3 units are going to be the ones on the far left flank with the general. And so, deployment is all finished on this flank over here for the Disciples of Tzeentch. The Chaos Warriors, both our Magisters, and 10 Kharak Acolytes. On the opposite flank, we have the Gors, 10 Kharak Acolytes, Gaunt Summoner, and the Ogroid out here. And then for the Kruleboyz, we've got Hobgrots, the General Merc Knob, and then we've also got 10 Gut Rippers, Hobgrots in the center. And then we've got Gut Rippers, the other Gnashtooth boss, the Shaman behind the Bolt Boys on that flank. So this is what the table looks like. Disciples of Tzeentch finished deploying first thanks to winning the roll-off because we've got an equal amount of drops. So first turn, we're going to give the first turn to the Kruleboyz. And so he's gone for the Dirty Trick Noisy Racket, which makes me -1 to wound all his units turn 1. And then he's used his sneaky ability to drop a unit of Hobgrots here in my backline. Going to try and assassinate a wizard turn 1. So, Kruleboyz are going to go first, so let's go into their first turn. So, Kruleboyz hero phase turn 1. No magic, as the Shaman's going to elect to give his poisons out to the Bolt Boys there. And that'll be the end of the hero phase for Kruleboyz. So, we'll go straight into movement, and we'll come back after all of it is done. So, movement is all done for the Kruleboyz. Just moved up the Gut Rippers along with the Gnash boss there. The Shaman just behind, Bolt Boys staying still, so they're going to get to shoot this turn. Hobgrots and this whole line over here, Merknob, the General, and the other Gut Rippers there, all doing fine moving up. And we've had these Hobgrots here move up as well, ready to try and assassinate this little hero here. So it's time for some shooting. And so Battleplan are going to shoot the Chaos Warriors. So they are just in range, so they've got 6 shots. So they're needing 2s to hit, but 5s do mortals. Wow. So that is 2 mortal wounds there straight away. And then a 3 to wound on the other dice. Wounds, so 1 armor saver. What's the rend on that? 1. Rend 1, so I am a 4 up, because I'm getting +1. 3 up currently, so I'm going to go to a 4 up save. Save that, and then I've got 2 mortal wound saves on 5s. Save 1, so 1 wound on the Chaos Warriors. And so Hobgrots here, all of them shooting into the wizard here. I'm going to elect to use a command point for all out defense on my wizard, on my magister. So go for it. You need 5s to hit me. Reroll that 1 that's cocked there. And 3s to wound. All of them go through, so 5 armor saves to make. So these are going to be -1 but +1, so my base save of 5 up. +1, so I'm almost dead. Take 4. Alrighty, so the Hobgrots are then going to charge. They almost assassinated my wizard, so go for it. 3. Ooh, they're not going to make it. They're going to need to use a reroll, so a command point is going to be spent.
We're out
4 reroll. 11, that definitely makes it. So we'll move in their charge and see where they end up. And so we're going to use Unleash Hell from the Karaka Acolyte. So 10 dice, hitting on 4s because we are getting +1 due to being Pyrofane cult. Take off the -1 though, so 4 hits. And then we're going to be 3s to wounds. 3 armor saves on your Hobgrots. Armor save the Hobgrots is 6. Cool, so just 3 6-up saves. Nothing, so 3 Hobgrots die on the way in. Alright, so start of combat. He's gone for 5 models, so we're going to have the Sergeant and these 4 Hobgrots here into the Wizard. So needing 4s, or we're going to use all out attack?
All out attack, yeah.
All out attack for 3s. 6s explode, so they generate you extra hits. And then 5s to wounds. Got 2, so I'm going to guarantee with a fake dice. I'm going to use my 6. So I got 1 5-up save to make on my wizard. He makes it. He lives. And so 5 of them into the Chaos Warrior, so 10 attacks. No explodes, hitting on 3 still, because you're getting all your all-out attack. And then wounding on 5s. 3. And the Chaos Warriors, so they're going to be a 3-up save. Saved them all. And so the rest of them, so there's 7 more going into the Karaka Acolyte, so 3s. 6s explode. So you get an extra 3 hits in there. And then 5s to wound to finish. So what's that, 3?
Yep.
So 3 armor saves on my Karaka Acolyte, so these are 5-ups. And then I've got a 6-up ward as well, thanks to my Arcanite shields. No, so 2 Karaka Acolytes go down. So we'll start with the Magister, back at them. He's going to use his Tzeentch Rune Staff. Warp Steel Blade, so he's got 1 attack, 4s to hit, misses. So to start, we've got 2 with regular Cursed Blades, so these are 4s to hit, and 3s to wound. 2 armor saves of a 6-up on the Karaka Acolytes. Save 1, so 1 more dies, and then we've got 1 with a paired blade, so he gets 4s to hit, re-rolling though thanks to his paired blades, and then 3s to wound, doesn't wound. And then 3 attacks with the glaives, thanks to our Karaka Adept having 1 as well, so 4s to hit, and 3s to wound. 1, this is -1, so no save against that, so another 2 die. And so 5 Chaos Warriors make it into the fight. We are 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. So there's 5 armor saves of a 6-up on the Hobgrots. None, so another 5 Hoggrots die. Alright, so Hoggrots are going to be losing 7 plus D6. So I think they're going to roll a 1 actually. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they've got to roll a 1. So you get this with a reroll and 1 Hoggrot lives. That's a 4. Rerollable thanks to your banner. 3, no, that's all the Hoggrots. So that's 7 plus 3, more than what's left. And for the Karak Acolytes, I'm going to use my last command point to auto pass for them. And so, start of the hero phase, we're going to pick our battle tactic. We're going to go for Ferocious Advance with our Tzeentch army. We're going to pick our unit of Chaos Warriors and the Karak Acolytes and the Magister here. Actually, no, we'll pick both the Magisters and the Chaos Warriors as our units that are going to run for it. And then let's go into heroic abilities. We're going to try and generate a command point on a 4+. We'll do so with the Gaunt Summoner. We do not. And heroic leadership on which character for the Kruleboyz to start with? Yep, on the general. Cool. 4+? No, neither does he. So let's get into some magic. Alrighty, so we're going to start with Glimpse of the Future. So the cast on a 7 goes off on a 7. You can try and dispel this if you want. All it does is give me an extra fate dice. I've got plenty of other spells to cast. So I now just roll a dice. 6. I got another 6 for my fate dice. We'll then go with Shield of Fate from the Magister. That goes off on a 9. So how many fate dice do I have? So he's going to try and stop that because it's going to give the Chaos Warriors rerollable saves. No, so fail. So it's another fate point, and they've now got 3 plus rerollable saves, and also they will be ignoring the effects of spells and other spells from you, but not like I'm going to cast many. The Ogroid is going to go with Infusion Arcanum on himself. That's a 7, so that's going to go off. You've got no more Dispel, so that's another fate point. Gaunt Summoner is going to go Mystic Shield on the Gore in front of him. That goes off, so it's 4 fate points. And then he's going to choose to not use his second spell. So we've summoned the Furies thanks to not casting our second spell. Next we're going to go into the Karak Acolytes. So the unit on our left is going to try and cast the Gestalt Sorcery. They get that, so that's another cast, taking us up to 5 fate points. And also those Karak Acolytes on the far left will have Rend 1 on their shots. And then we'll cast on the second Karak Acolyte unit the same spell again. That goes off as well, so another fate point taking us to 6. And then we've also got Rend 1 shots here. So with that, last thing in the hero phase, we're going to try and spend a command point that we've got for free. And we're going to use our rally ability. So 2 Karak Acolytes that we've lost, try to rally them. Neither come back. With that, the hero phase is done, so we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of it is done. And so movement's all done, Gores have moved up, we've got the Karak Acolytes behind, Chaos Warriors and the Karak Acolytes behind on the other flank as well. Furies come and take up the centre, got an Ogre on one flank, Gaunt Summoner, and we've ran all our units to get our battle tactic. No shooting this turn because we have no range because we can't see more than 12, so none of our shooting units are in range. Thanks to his Dirty Tactics and the Grinnin Blades ability. So we're going to priority for turn 2. And so, priority for turn 2. Let's go. Tzeentch got a 4. Kruleboyz got a 1. Tzeentch are going to take the double. So let's go Tzeentch. Battle tactic for Tzeentch, we're going to go with Broken Ranks, picking that unit of Gut Rippers there to destroy this turn. Then we're going to do our agenda, and we're going to pick Reckless Abandon. We're going to pick our Ogre over here to do it, so he needs to make a charge of 9 or more, as long as he's 9 inch away or more. We can guarantee that. And then we'll go into heroic actions. I'm going to go for Finest Hour on the Ogre for this turn. Alrighty, and he's going to use heroic leadership. Which character is going to use it? Your general? Yep. So on a 4+. No, don't get it again. So let's go into the hero phase proper and start some magic. And so we're going to go with Glimpse of the Future from this wizard here. So 5 does that cast. Glimpse is on a 7, so that fails to cast. This one here will then go Shield of Fate. That's on a 9, so that casts. That's going to give them reroll saves on the Chaos Warriors here. You want to keep that one through?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's going to put me up to 7 summoning points. So, Gaunt Summoner is going to start by casting Treason to Tzeentch as his first spell at the Gut Rippers. So, cast on a 5, Shaman's out of range. However, you now get to roll a dice. Your Gut Rippers on a 5-up thanks to the Merc knob. You will ignore the effects. No, so now I'm going to roll a dice for every model in the unit, so that's 10 dice. Every 6 is a mortal wound. So there's 3 mortal wounds on those Gut Rippers. So 1 dies and 1 takes a wound. Gaunt Summoner will then use his War Scroll spell as well. So that goes off on an 8. So now there are 9 Gut Rippers, so roll a dice. And every 5-up is a mortal wound this time. So there's another 2 mortal wounds on the unit. So another 1 dies and 1 wound left over as well. And then we'll go Infusion Arcanum on the Ogreid as well. Goes off as well. And then we'll go the Karak Acolytes casting a War Scroll spell on themselves. Goes off. And this unit over here will do the same. Fails to cast. So I got an extra summoning point. So we are up to 11 summoning points. So that's it for the hero phase. So we're going to go to movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, so movement is all done. Ogre's moved up 9 inch away. And then we've got the Gauls there and the Karak Acolytes along with the Gaunt Summoner all moving up as well. We've also summoned 10 blue horrors at the end of the phase. Meanwhile, the Furies have moved across the other side of the board. Chaos Warriors move up with their Sorcerers behind. And so do the Karak Acolytes. So, with that said, it's time for some shooting. So, Karak Acolytes over here, we're going to spend a command point to give them Immolate from the General. That's going to give them rerolls to wounds. So, they are going to be hitting those Gut Rippers on 3s. Not a bad roll. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Just 1, so 4 saves on your Gut Rippers, -1, so 4 5-up saves. So 3 wounds, it's going to kill another 2 of them. And then next, our blue horrors are going to shoot into the Gut Rippers as well. So we're needing 5s to hit. And 4s to wounds, so that is another 3 armor saves and a 5+ this time on your Gut Rippers. Another Gut Ripper goes down. 8 Karak Acolytes shooting from here into your Gut Rippers there. So they're needing 3s. And 3s. 2 at -1, so 2 6-ups. Saved 1. And failed the other, so 1 wound. Then we have both Magisters are going to shoot into the Gut Rippers as well. So they are 3s to hit. And 4 to wound. 1 wound, no rend, so 1 5-up. Saved it. Then the Gaunt Summoner is going to shoot into the Gut Rippers over there as well. Does he hit on a 3+? We'll have to have a check and see. Gaunt Summoner does hit. 4s, wounds, no rend, so 5-up save on your Gut Rippers. And D3 damage from that. For 3. That's another 3 wounds on those Gut Rippers there. And so that's the end of the shooting. So charge phase, we're going to auto pass that Ogre there with his 10-inch charge now. So that's going to get him in. And so on a 2+, he's going to do D3 mortals when he charges. No, he fails to do them. Doesn't impale you. However, he does complete his agenda, so he's now got +1 attack on all weapon profiles. We'll charge with the Gore as well. So the Gore are going to charge. They go 4, so ooh. It's going to get him into your big dude, so yeah, we'll do that because we can pile into the Gut Rippers that way. Alrighty, and then we're going to use a 2 and a 4 here to make the Chaos Warriors succeed in their charge. So we'll move them forward. Alright, and so he's going to use Unleash Hell with the Bolt Boy, so he's got 6 shots. So they are going to need 3s to hit because -1 from Unleash Hell. But that is 6 mortal wounds straight there, and the rest of them go through. So now wounding like normal. 3, so it's 2. 2 at -1, so these are 4 up re-rollable. Re-rolling. No. So that's just 2 dead Chaos Warriors from that. So 1, 2. And then we have 6 ward saves to make on a 5 up from the poison weapons. Save 1, so another 2 Chaos Warriors go down. Alright, so we have 3 of the gore into the Gut Rippers, so we're going to need 4s to hit. That's not bad. And 4s to wound. 1. Armor save on your Gut Rippers, 5 up.
Yeah.
So that's another wound. That should kill a Gut Ripper because you got a wound over there. And then 5 gore into the boss. 4s. That great. And 4s. So 2 saves on your boss, so he's got a 3 up save. Save them both. So that's my first activation. Your turn. Who's going first for the Kruleboyz?
Who attacked first?
I attacked with the Gores first, so.
Okay.
And so the Gut Rippers here, 3 of them going into the Ogroid, so 7 attacks, 62 mortals. That's 1 mortal wound, and then 2 hits. And then 4s to wound. 1 wound, so this is going to be a 4 up save. Save that, but I do take the mortal. And so Chaos Warriors into the Gut Rippers then next. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. It's going to be 7 armor saves on the Gut Rippers, no rend. So 5 ups. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3 of them are going to die because you've got a wound over there carrying. And then 4 attacks into the Gnash Tooth boss. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2 armor saves required on him. He's got a 3+ save. 1 wound goes through. Alright, so he's going to go with his general next. So go for it. So that is 3s to hit, I believe.
Yep.
And then 3s to wound.
It's 2.
So 2. -1 from the sticker, so these are going to be 5 up saves. So 5 ups. Save 1, take 1, so that's 2.
Yep.
And then he's got 4 attacks from the Gnash Tooth.
Yep, 3s to hit.
Absolutely nothing. Wow, fluff these lines then. So 2 gore die. Alright, so the Ogroid's going to attack. He's got an extra attack on all his profiles due to completing the agenda. And then he's also got Finest Hour, so +1 a wound, plus due to being damaged, he's got the Brutal Rage rule in effect for rerolls to hit and wound. So, start off with his Great Horns. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling. They all hit. And then wounding on 2s, re-rolling. So that is 3 at -2. Gut Rippers are not going to get a save, so that's just going to be 9 damage, they're dead. And we didn't even go through the rest of my profiles. And so we're just going to roll out the Cloven Hooves, which I got 5 attacks because this is the Secret Eater. So any 6s I get extra fate dice. No. So it didn't matter. Your next attack can be one of the Gut Rippers or the Gnash Tooth over here. So Gut Rippers now and the Gnash Tooth both left to go. So the Gut Rippers first into the Chaos Warriors, 4s to hit. That is 3 mortal wounds. And then 4s to hit. And 4s to wounds. So 2 armor saves of a 3 up re-rolling. Save both. And then 3 5 up wards from the mortal wounds. Save 1. So another Chaos Warrior goes down. And so now just the boss. The Rider first. 4s to hit. 3s to hit, sorry. Might as well have been 4s. And wounds. So rend 1.
Yep.
So 4 up re-rolling. Re-roll. Actually, no re-rolls on that. Yep, so still have re-rolls while I've got 5 fate dice remaining. So then he's got the mount. 1 hit. Wow, your Gnash Tooths have not come to the party today. 1 wounds.
Rend 2.
Rend 2, so this is a 5 up re-rolling. Saved. Ouch. Alrighty, Battle Shock phase. So, Battle Shock, I'm going to take the roll on the Chaos Warriors. A 1 to 3, nothing happens to them. 2, they're fine. Gut Ripper's Battle Shock test, if you want to take it. You want to, yep. So, he's going to take the test. 6, but because he's got a kill boss nearby, he's more scared, so just 1 runs. And yeah, we'll make a Battle Shock test. Bravery 5, we lost 2. Once again, 1 to 3, we are fine. 2, we're fine on the gore as well. So with that, we completed our battle tactic for the turn, but that's it. So Kruleboyz turn 2. Alright, so heroic abilities, he's using Finest Hour on his general over there. And I'm going to use heroic healing on the Ogre Thermitage. Definitely not, that is higher than my bravery, so no healing for me. Hero phase wise, Oryx, pretty simple, you're just doing the Shaman on the Battleplan. And that's that, so we're going to movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, so movement was pretty simple, just the Battleplan moving up into range. So time for some shooting. Cool, so Battleplan are going to shoot. 3 in the front rank are in range to shoot the Sorcerer here, and the 3 behind are going to shoot the Chaos Warriors, so the ones into the Sorcerer first.
Yep.
Cool. 3 more shots, don't forget, we've got 2 shots each this time. They moved. So there's 2 mortals and 2 hits. So 3s to wound with these ones. Both wounds rend on this.
1.
So this is 2 6-up saves or he's dead. No, so 6 wounds, he's just going to go kasplat. And so the other 3 into the Chaos Warriors, go for it. That is 6 mortal wounds just straight out the gate. And then 2 others.
3s.
Nothing from that, but still. So 6 5-up wards. Plus 1, so it's going to be 1, 2, and a bit. Chaos Warriors dead. So Hobgrots are shooting into the gore, so 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. Where's that? 6.
Yeah.
-1. So these are going to be 5-up saves. Save 2, so 4 more gore to go down. Alright, so he's going to go first with the Gnashtooth General. So he's already got Finest Hour, he's going to use all that attack as well. So +1 a hit and +1 a wound. So 3 hits, no mortals though. And 2s to wound. There's your 6s now.
That's
Ren 1, so these are going to be 5-ups on the gore. Save them all. And then the Gnashtooth.
3.
Yep, still gets the +1 to hit, so 2s. Not that it mattered. And 2s. And then...
That's round 2.
So 6-up, nut failed, so 2. It's going to kill 2 gore. Alright, Chaos Warriors. So we've got 6, including the champion, into your Gut Rippers. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 5 armor saves on the Gut Rippers of 5-up. No, so that's another 2 dead Gut Rippers. And then 2 into the Gnashtooth. So 3s and 3s. 2 armor saves on the Gnashtooth, 3-up. Takes a wound. That's it. Merc Knobs piled into the gore as well, so got a 6, that's 2 mortals, so it's just 2 dead. And 1 hit besides. 3's the wound.
Yep. Ren 1.
Ren 1, so 5-up. Saved it. But 2 more do die. And so the Ogroid attacking the Merc Knob. +1 hit thanks to Infusion Arcanum. 2s to hit. And 2s to wound is 2. So 2 at -2 on the Merc Knob. He fails both, takes 6 damage. I'm pretty sure that kills him. Exactly, yeah. 6, so now we'll just roll my 5 dice for the Secret Eater. And I got 2 6s, so I get to roll 2 dice and add them to my fate dice. So a 3 and a 3. Alright, so the other Gnashtooth boss, so 4 attacks from the Rider.
threes.
They are doing nothing this game. Literally nothing. And the Gnash Tooth, that's more like it. Hey, there we go. It's like the best roll for a Gnash Tooth you had all game. So, -2, so these are 5s re-rolling. So, 1 dies. Pop. Alrighty, so 9 attacks now from the Gut Rippers.
8 fours. Do they have mortals?
Yep, so it's 2 mortals. And 4s to hit, so just 2 other hits. And 4s to wound. Got 2 wounds though, so 3 ups re-rolling, save both. And then 2 5-up wards, saved 1. So another wound which kills a Chaos Warrior. And so Gore, we're going to have 4 into the Gnash Tooth there. We've got 4 attacks now. So 3 hits. 2 wounds into the Gnash Tooth boss. He's got a 3-up save. 2 up at the moment actually. Saved them both. Alright, so Battle Shock tests. I'm going to Inspiring Presence the Gore over there, then use my 1 for a Battle Shock test on the Chaos Warriors, meaning they auto pass as well. You've got Battle Shock on your Gut Rippers, which you can auto pass as well.
Yeah.
And so, priority for turn 3. Tzeentch got a 1. You got a 1. You actually went last, so I'm going to get to decide, so I'm going to take it. That does mean you get to remove an objective off the table. And so, burning an objective is the Kruleboyz, so they're going to burn that one. So, let's go into Tzeentch. Turn 3. And so, failed battle tactic as well. He just picked a battle tactic, Savage Spearhead, because he knew last turn he couldn't complete any of them. Really, so now we're going to go into my battle tactic choice for turn 3 for Tzeentch. And we're going to conquer, because we're going to play for the win this turn. So we're going to try and take that one, and if we do, we win. Because it'll be controlling all 3 objectives that are left on the table. So, with that, let's go into some magic. So, Karakakalates will try their War Scroll spell. Goes off on a 10. That's going to give them rend 1 on their attacks. And then the Magister there, he's going to go for his War Scroll spell. Which goes off on an 8. You can try and stop it if you want. Fails. And so, D3 mortal wounds to the Gut Rippers for 3. Just going to kill 1 and a bit Gut Rippers. And so, rest of the magic phase, Gaunt Summoner, he's going to use his War Scroll spell on the Hobgrots. It goes off on a 7, so we need 20 dice. And so, every 5 up is a mortal wound on the Hobgrots. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead Hobgrots so far. And the second spell is going to be failed to cast, so nothing. I'm using Fusion Arcanum from the Ogroid. Goes off on a double 6. And the other Karakakalates will cast their War Scroll spell as well, going off on a 6. And that's it for the hero phase, so we'll go on to movement now. So Karakakalates here are going to shoot your Gut Rippers, so we're needing 3s. And 3s. So it's 4 at -1, so 4 6-ups. That's another 2 Gut Rippers dead, leaving 1 on a wound. And the Magister will shoot the last Gut Ripper. Misses, dang it. With that, we're just going to go into the combat, because shooting over there probably doesn't matter if I do my pile in here. So, going to pile in with the Chaos Warriors. And so, Chaos Warriors have piled in to finish off the game. Going to kill the Gut Ripper with 3s. And 3s, 1. So, 1 armor save, 5 up. He may not die. No, he doesn't. But then I've got 4 into your Gnash Tooth boss. So... 3s. And 3, so 4 armor saves on your Gnash Tooth boss. 3 ups. Takes another 1. And so it's all up to Gut Ripper and him. Can they do enough? I'm going to use all out defense.
All out attack.
Cool. So Gnash Tooth boss first. It's all up to him, really. Hey, just 4 mortals.
And 3s.
So 2, I ignore his Ren, so I'm going to be a 3-up save. Save both. And then 5-up wards. Take 3. So 1 dies and 1 takes a wound. And then his mount.
So 2.
And 3s. Just 1. Ren 2, so only Ren 1 at the moment. Saved it. And then just your other Gut Ripper there. 3 attacks. He can't possibly do this.
Maybe.
He can't actually do. He needs to kill 5 dudes. 1. Saved. And then end of the turn, I'm going to control all 3 objectives. Because 1, 2, 3, all under my control. So now I outnumber you. So that's going to be game. Good game, man. That is victory to Tzeentch. And so that's the end of the video. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so by either Patreon or YouTube members, or going and purchasing some merch from Teespring, on which you'll find all the links for Patreon, YouTube members and Teespring in the description of the video as well. Lastly, we'd like to give a shout out to all our patrons and YouTube members who help support the channel. It's amazing what you do, and it really helps us get more and more stuff out for the channel. So thank you to our patrons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Dynet226, Anton Nielsen, JJ Austrian, and Average Wargamer. And a special shout out to our YouTube members as well: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Zeop, Chris Wallace, Turo12, Vinny, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, and Revan R. Lastly, a special shout out first of all to Lady Witchfox Art for doing all the amazing artwork for the channel you can see here, and to Xmorphic as well for doing an amazing job doing all the background work on our Discord server. Thank you to everyone once again for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, comment below. Thank you all. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.